Well. The Dallas Cowboys broke the internet this morning. The Dallas Cowboys did what no one thought they would do. The Dallas Cowboys took a chance and went out and signed a wide receiver 2 to take some pressure off of Dak Prescott. I'm about to tell you why Dallas Cowboy fans should be excited about George Pickens. Let's talk Cowboys. We're about to talk facts. Welcome, Cowboy fans and Cowboy haters alike. I'm the G, and I'm the host of Let's Talk Cowboys, where we talk facts. And if you like this video, please don't forget at the end to like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you know the next time we post another video or go live, like we did this morning at 8 o'clock. And if you haven't become a member, please do. We have a lot of great things coming on this channel. Now let's talk facts. George Pickens. George Pickens is an absolute great pickup for the Dallas Cowboys. The reason why he's a great pickup for the Dallas Cowboys is because we know the Dallas Cowboys have needed a number 2 wide receiver ever since Amari Cooper ran up out of here. Well, now we have George Pickens. And let me tell you something about George Pickens. A lot of people have been talking about it, and I've noticed this. A lot of people have been talking about the bad attitude of George Pickens. And one thing that I don't condone is bad behavior. And I'm not going to condone George Pickens' bad behavior. But I also like to look at the root of problems. When you look at who George Pickens' quarterbacks have been since he's been in the NFL, it was Kenny Pickett, Justin Fields, Russell Wilson out of his prime. George Pickens has been the number 1 receiver with poor quarterback play, being in an organization that really isn't very pass-centric to begin with. But nevertheless, when you look at this man's stats, I was showing this today, and it's fascinating when you think about it. When you look at his stats over the last 3 years, we're talking about with poor quarterback play. This guy's been absolutely explosive. You're talking about 52 receptions, 801 yards, 4 touchdowns, 15.4 yards per reception. That's in 2022. Then he came back in 2023 and he really had a breakout year. 63 receptions, only 63 receptions, 1,140 yards, 18.1 yards per reception. That's crazy work. 5 touchdowns, 2024, 59 receptions, 900 yards, 15.3 yards per reception and 3 touchdowns. And again, all of this with poor quarterback play. And I do believe some of George Pickens' attitude has been about poor quarterback play. That doesn't justify George Pickens acting in the way that he's acted in the past. But at the same time, I like to look at the root of that issue so that we can figure out, like, okay, what's really going on with this? And when we really look at what's going on with this, some of this, again, it has absolutely been the fact that he thought he should have got the ball and he wasn't getting it, underthrown balls, all kinds of different things. So we can clearly understand what is going on. And then when we think about the contract, the Cowboy fans, we should be excited. His contract is very manageable. The Cowboys are only going to pay $3.6 million for George Pickens this season. He is absolutely cap friendly. The Cowboys gave up a 3rd-round pick in 2026. We have to understand something. There is a possibility that George Pickens may be a rental for the Dallas Cowboys. And the reason is, again, he's an unrestricted free agent. But the reason why the Cowboys should still be excited about this, it will behoove him. It would behoove George Pickens to come into Dallas and destroy all the narratives about him in Pittsburgh. This is a contract season. Some are saying that he's going to command number one wide receiver money, or at least top echelon number two wide receiver money. I've seen people talking about he's going to command somewhere around $25 million per year. Well, I don't think he's going to get that with Dallas. At least I don't think he will. But if he wants to get that, that means that not only will his behavior have to be good in Dallas, but his play is going to have to be excellent in Dallas. You're not getting number one receiver money based on potential and what people have been saying about him. No, he's going to have to deaden that narrative so that he can be one of the biggest unrestricted free agents on the market next year, unless the Cowboys can find a way to make a deal with him. But even that will be predicated upon the fact that he'll have to come in here and he'll have to be on his best behavior. He'll have to be on his best behavior for the Cowboys, and he will have to perform. But nevertheless, I'm telling us, Dallas Cowboy fans ought to be excited about this. This dude is an absolute dog. He is. He's a dog. And when you look at the Dallas Cowboys wide receiver room, tell me this doesn't look a whole lot better now. This looks a whole lot better. CeeDee Lamb, George Pickens, Jalen Tolbert, Mingo will be competing for that. And I'm hoping all of these guys, all of them, I hope they all still try to compete and get that number two spot, because it'll only make this team better. But here's another position where the Cowboys are not just better. We don't even have to talk about they are better than what they were in 2024. But I'm thinking back to 2023 when we had 12 wins, 5 losses, only CeeDee Lamb when we went up against the Green Bay Packers in the playoffs. We are way better in so many positions, and now including wide receivers. The Cowboys are better and continue to get better in so many positions. And the thing that I'm so excited about is they're not done. They're not done. And for all of you Dallas Cowboy haters, who have been saying that this is the same front office, they're doing the same old stuff, and we've seen this before, and I've been saying it, and I've been saying it, and I've been saying it. It's lies. Those are lies. This team has been moving totally different since they got Brian Schottenheimer. Free agency, great. The draft, fantastic. Continued free agency, here we go again. The Cowboys are not done. I'm excited. Man, even Dez Bryant commented on this on X. Dez says something here. Dez says, I might be moving too fast. Let me show you. Dez said, I might be moving too fast, but I love it. I wish it was like this whenever I was playing. We had the clapper with no kahunas. It's Dak Prescott. That's Dez Bryant. You know what Dez Bryant is saying? The Cowboys are doing things different. They're being selectively aggressive. Well, this is what we call more of aggressive, isn't it? Cowboys are aggressive. And again, we're not done. Marcus Mosher, he says that this is clearly a one-year rental. Could be, might not be. But again, I can understand it. I've already mentioned it. It could be a one-year rental simply because if he plays well, he's an unrestricted free agent. And so that means that the Cowboys are basically going to have to just concede the fact that, hey, he may go somewhere else and get a big-time contract. But again, at the same time, let's wait and see. Maybe he likes it here in Dallas. Clarence Hill says, new Cowboys wide receiver George Pickens is happy to play with Dak Prescott after playing with some questionable passers dating back to Georgia. I'm just telling us this has been a part of this guy's problem. I'm not condoning it, but I'm saying it. And Clarence Hill is giving the same list that I've been giving. He said in Pittsburgh, the list includes Kenny Pickett, Mason Rudolph, Mitchell Trubisky, and Russell Wilson and Justin Fields. Come on. And with Brian Schottenheimer and this brand new culture that the Cowboys have, Maybe this is exactly what George Pickens needed. And George Pickens is going to be what we need. Somebody to alleviate pressure off of CeeDee Lamb. Somebody who can make plays, catch contested passes. And I'm telling you, and just like that, the Cowboys have one of the top wide receiver duos in the league. And I would dare say, and I know some people didn't like it, but I said it this morning, this wide receiver duo is better than the Philadelphia Eagles and the Washington Commanders. Because CeeDee Lamb is the best wide receiver in the NFC, one of the top 3 wide receivers in the league, and maybe not the best in the NFC. I forgot Justin Jefferson is in there, but again, you can put it in any list, any order that you want. Justin Jefferson, Jamar Chase, CeeDee Lamb. Top 3 wide receiver, but he's definitely better than every wide receiver that the Philadelphia Eagles have. And now you have George Pickens. And if he is not as good as those 2 wide receivers, he is right there on par. And with better quarterback play, he would probably have surpassed him. So again, the Dallas Cowboys have one of the top wide receiver duos in the league. I'm ready for it. I love what the Cowboys are doing. Y'all tell me what you think in the comments. We're going to talk more about this today when we go live again around 4 p.m. or 4:30. But again, I love what the Cowboys are doing. Tell me what you think tell me what you think in the comments. Man, I'm so excited. I'm stuttering. Like, share, subscribe. Hit that notification bell. Until the next time, let's talk Cowboys, where we talk facts. Peace.